Guys, this is going to be a step-by-step tutorial on how to use Ditto. Ditto Music is a platform where you can upload as many songs as you want for a yearly cost, which isn't too expensive. And if you want to upload your music into Spotify, into other streaming services, then this is the way to do it. Now, we all know how important it is to upload music into Spotify 3 to 5 weeks before release so you can then submit it to editorial review. Because if you leave it to the last minute or it doesn't go through properly or it's got the wrong date on it, any sort of glitch like that will not work. And then you could be missing out on a big playlist potentially that can add thousands of streams. And as we all know, thousands of streams through editorial playlists or any algorithmic playlist in Spotify can help you with the algorithm over the long term and really make your song a hit. So you need a trusted platform. So let's go through the process of creating an artist, starting a release, and planning your release in Ditto Music. So I've got a fresh account here at the moment. So I'm going to click Manage Artists. So let's start by keying in the name of the artist. In this case, it's Chicago City. And let's read what it says. It says your releases must feature in at least one of the plan artists included in the subscription. However, you can add further artists to the same release or individual tracks if they're listed as primary, featured, or remixer artists. In this case, we're just going to have a single artist and it's going to be in the plan, and then we're going to add an artist image. Now, this artist image is really important because that's going to be the image, the profile for your band. So in this case, I'm going to select the file, and there it is, it's Chicago City. Now, once you've added your artwork, then the most important thing to do, and you only have to do it really once per artist, is to add all of these IDs, right? So these are the platforms where you're going to be adding most of your music. So you start with Apple Music ID. And what I've done is I've gone in and done my research. I found my Apple ID, I found my Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, etc. And it's really important to read this little I thing here. So if you look at this, it actually gives you a bit more of an explanation of what they want. So in this case here, yes, you can bring up the whole list. So this is Apple and it's got the ID at the end. So what they want is that little ID at the end. And it's very similar with Spotify. What they want is not the whole link, but this bit here in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and provide that information. So luckily I have gone ahead and done that first. So the Apple Music ID is this, and we're just going to literally enter all of these in. This one here is the Spotify ID. I don't have SoundCloud. I've got Deezer, Audio Mac. I've got Amazon. So you don't need to have all of these things, but I'll populate those a bit later. And then you want to select whether you're a solo artist or a band. I'm a band, and my genre is mostly electronic music. So I'm just going to do that. And we're going to say tech house and bass house producer. Now, I would recommend that you add a bit more than that here, but I'm just doing a tutorial just to show you how to do this. Website URL, don't have a website, don't have a Facebook page, don't have X, so I don't have Instagram and YouTube set up. I do have a TikTok, but I don't remember what that is, but I think you can enter all this stuff a bit later. So let's just create the artist right now. And there you go, you've got an artist. So you can see the sales trends, you can see the analytics. So this is where you see the royalties and the analytics section. You can see on the left-hand side everything that you've set up, and you can go ahead and edit this at a later stage. So now that we've set up our artist, we're going to go ahead and create a release. This release is going to be called Closer. So let's go ahead and select the song in question, and it needs to be a WAV file because that's the highest quality file. They even recommend that we add those in .wav files. This message pops up, and it's very important. If you release anything that has copyrighted materials, including samples, you have to upload the documentation proving that you actually own copyright to the audio. But in this case, I do not use samples, so I'm going to click I understand. Here's the song. Don't need to upload a license because we're not using any samples. Click on next. Oh, by the way, if we want, we can now add more tracks, but this is just a single, so you can add as many tracks as you need. So now what we need to do is add the artwork. So read the instructions carefully. You need to add a JPEG file, and it needs to be at least 14 by 1400 pixels. So it needs to be a square, not blurry, pixelated, no more than 10 megabytes in size. So it's really important to use a JPEG file because anything else will probably be too big. Let's go ahead and do that. I've already got this one here. So we just want to make sure that there's no logos or social media or any weird or funky stuff stuff in there like QR codes. Otherwise, they will reject the artwork. So just make sure it's really nice and clean. And I think this one is, so let's confirm. So all you want to do is keep this nice and clean. We will just give it the name here. There's always instructions, right, that will help you out. You don't want to put the name of the producer or the type of mix that it is or the year. Just put the name of the song in there. And under the copyright holder, you want to make sure you put the name of whoever controls the copyright for the lyrics and the melodies. In this case, it's my company. So I'm just going to put in VXD Music. And similarly here, whoever controls the copyright for this release is Sound Recordings. That is VXD Music. This is independent. We don't have a record label. The genres are quite important too, especially for editorial review. In this case here, it's electronic, and we can do a secondary one here. So let's do pop. So the artist type is a band. It's not a compilation. It's good to know that you can do compilations on here. We can add more artists, but we're going to just keep this primary artist. If you want to add featured artists to release, then you just click on this button, but we're not going to do that. And if you want to add any remixes, you do the same thing. So what we have here is a single song with one track. If we had more, we could maybe move the positions and stuff, but in this case, it's only one. Then we can do a track preview. So this is important because this is the starting position of the song when you hear it in social media.
Say relax, but you don't understand.
So just put it a bit earlier than that.
A cold heart, plastic glass in my hand.
Okay, so that's cool. So check everything else here. We can actually add a mixed version. So this is if there is a different version, like a shorter version or radio edit, clean version, etc. So no, we're not going to add features artists. We're not going to add remixes. We're going to say the copyright, who the copyright owner is. The year is there by default. Copyright owner again. So this is Sound Recordings versus the lyrics and melodies. They are different things. They're collected by different people. So you can also put your own ISRC in there, but I want to use the one that they've generated for me because why not? We can add lyrics in here, but I'm not going to do that. So this is defaulting to audio fingerprint OK, authentic. Does it contain explicit lyrics? Mine does not, but if yours does, you need to select that. So I'm just going to put my name in here as the composer. I'm the songwriter. I'm the engineer, and we can say that the role is vocals, producer, and lyricist. We can add more metadata if we want, but we're not going to do that. You can save the metadata and click next. So we go to the next step. Now this is really important as well. So today's the 12th of April. So we want to get this song out in 3 to 4 weeks. So we say 1 to 3 weeks. Let's go for the 1st of May. 1st of May is just a bit under 3 weeks, but I think that's fine. Now, I think if you have less than 3 days you want to release the song, then there is a charge there, but most times you shouldn't have to do that. Most times you should be really releasing the songs 2, 3, 4 weeks in advance. Set release time, I tend to say no to that, but if you really want, you can set a specific time. You can add country restrictions. I don't do that. Has this been released before? No, it has not. Now, if you want to release it in official charts, if that's important to you, you can select which charts, or you can do a worldwide chart. For me, it's not that important, so I'm not going to select that. Do you want people to pre-release the song on iTunes and buy it there? Well, once again, I don't think that's that important. Not many people buy songs anymore, so I'm not going to select it. But if you really want to do that, you can select it, but it will cost £40. In addition, we can add release protection. They'll never remove this release from stores unless I ask them to, which I think is pretty cool. So we'll click on next here. And as a default, it's going to select basically every single store. Now, the ones that are really important to me are Spotify and iTunes, Apple Music as well. The other ones are not as important, but there's a couple I think that are worth keeping an eye out for. One is TikTok. If you want your music to go viral, you want to make sure it's in TikTok. And the other one is also Instagram. So everything else, is, I wouldn't say it's optional. I think just select them all. Then you've got Content ID as well on the TikTok side. That's also important. So I think just select them all, unless, of course, that you have an issue with any of these. Interestingly, WhatsApp is an option. I had no idea. You do want to select YouTube Content ID in Shorts because if people use your music or claim that your music is theirs, then you're protected. So I would select that. You've got to click all of these buttons. You've got to make sure that you do own the music that you claim is yours and mine is mine. We can add audio fingerprint. That's super cool. Just make sure when you choose any of these things, if you then want to go ahead and say, post a video of your song, you might get a claim for that. So just be super careful how you do that. And the last one is Beatport distribution and label setup. If Beatport is important to you, then it will cost £49. It is not important to me. In terms of how much you want people to charge for each track, I just keep it on mid or even select premium, because at the end of the day, not many people are going to buy the track, but if they like it enough, they will pay the premium cost. Excellent. So now we're in a position that we've done all the work, got the track list here, and now we just want to complete the release. So because I'm subscribed to Ditto, everything I've done is free. You can obviously select some of those other options that do have a cost applied to them. If you're not sure, if you think that you want to change something, just go into Actions and click Edit Release, and then you can go back and change something. Let's confirm and process the order. Okay, it's a success. It's confirmed. Your order is in good hands, and there it is. It's going through. You've got release protection, YouTube Content ID and Shorts, and the actual song getting released. So the next thing you want to do is promote the song. I've got 18 days here before the release is available to the whole world. So you can start a promotion campaign to maximize your reach, or you can share the song itself. If you go to your artist overview, you can see straight away we've got one release, we've got one track. We don't have any royalties or analytics yet. We do have one release, and we can see that it's there. We have submitted it. The status is in review, and there are some actions you can take, right? You can view the track. You can ask for it to be taken down. You can add more stores if you want. You can do some royalty splits. Not going to do that right now, but you can do that with a collaborator and publishing. So if you're interested in sync licensing or other type of publishing, this is the place to do it. Okay, we've got nothing in contributions, and we have nothing in smart links. Smart link is a link to the music that you can send externally to people. That will be created once the release is approved, and we can send it to anybody that we want. In addition to that, if we go to the release, you can actually view the release here. We can see which stores it's in. We can see all the extras that we've purchased or not purchased, and we can see royalty splits, which is nothing in the case that at the moment I am getting 100% because I am the only artist on this song, but I could add a split at a later. So just one thing to note, this is 100% unlimited releases. You can release as many songs as you want. So this is the first of, I hope, many releases with Ditto Music. So one thing to mention also, with Ditto Music, you can actually automatically claim Spotify for artists. It's automatic on your first release for a new artist profile. So I've just created an artist profile, but that artist profile already has a Spotify for Artists account, so it's not going to go ahead and claim it. It will only do that if it's the first ever release for that artist. If it's the first ever release for that artist and that artist profile does not yet exist on Spotify, just make sure you enter your artist name correctly during the upload. And in that scenario, Spotify creates your artist page, Ditto Music submits a claim request, and then you get access sometimes by email. So let's go through all of the options that you get afterwards in terms of my artist plan. So you've got all of your music in here. This is the screen we've already seen. We've got videos. If you want to create a video, you've got these two options, a Vivo video upload. In terms of royalties, your royalties will show up here, and you'll be able to see music releases, tracks, videos, etc. I don't have anything to show right now. And if you click on payouts, that's where your payouts are, and you'll be able to see those as well. There's an analytics section. Because I haven't released any music, you can't see anything. You'll be able to see data by stream, by store over a period of time. And then you've got promotions, which we've seen a bit of before. You've got promo campaigns, an ad launcher and promo cards, and you've got publishing options. You've got my work, so you've got some works registering options here, and sync opportunities as well. So as they come up, they will be here, and you'll be able to see the details of them and apply for them. Let's just apply for this one here. All you need to do then is give them some information on how your song fits the brief. At the moment, I can't select any works because the song has not been approved yet, but once it is approved, it will be here, and I'll be able to select it and then click apply. So really, guys, Ditto Music is a very simple, artist-friendly distribution option. It's not expensive at all. These are the prices, and really I encourage you guys to sign up and start uploading your music today, because it is really, as you can see here, very simple. If you have any questions at all, please go ahead and put them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them and show everyone else the answers. Use the link in my description. It does help me out because I get a small commission if you use that link. So I hope that was helpful, and all the best with your music making and releases.